The last section of the item catalog is called Other Items. And other items are kind of a catch-all for things that don't fit into labor, equipment, materials, and subs. These could be things like equipment rentals, permits, porta potty rentals, anything over and above things we've already talked about. The other items are pretty simple. You'll find them here in the item catalog. Slide down to the Other section, and you'll get your list. Here we've also included a list of common items that you might use for other. Let's take a look at skid steer rental as an example. I'm going to open this, and I got my other name as rental-skid steer. I like starting it with rental. That way all my machines that are rental all start with rental. I just need to look in the R's to find all my standard rental equipment. The units here could be half day, day, week, whatever you commonly rent it in. And again, you can change this on a job-by-job basis. Sales tax down here is if you charge your customers tax on rented equipment, you'd set that here. Unit cost will be what that skid steer rental will cost you per unit. So in this case, I'm saying we rent our skid steers for $375 a day, or that's what my vendor charges me. Purchasing tax will be if I have to charge my customers tax on top of this rental fee, I'd have to set that there. If I don't charge my customers tax on top of rentals, I can leave it at exempt. Now, break even on other stuff will always be your cost. Other items don't have any overhead recovery involved. And the reason for that is because there's no section in your budget for other. So we didn't plan on overhead recovery for other items. The nice thing about that is that for stuff like rented equipment, you don't add overhead to it. And that is good because if you're renting equipment, chances are it's your rental company that has to have all the overhead of that equipment. They got to repair it and fix it and move it around and all that kind of stuff. The reason you rent equipment is so that you don't have any overhead. There's no risk. There's no obligation. You take it when you need it. You send it back when you don't need it. In that sense, there is no overhead markup on other items. This also helps you keep competitive if you have to rent equipment against somebody that maybe owns it. Once you got your break even, you can add a profit margin just like we did before. Either use the one from your budget, set a custom profit margin, or set a custom price. So for example, if I want to charge my customers $400 a day for this, I can set it here and it tells me the profit margin I'll make at $400. That's all you need to know about setting up other items. Any questions, hit us up on live support or email us at advice@golmn.com.